see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Using his legs, it's Whittington. At the 35, he's open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss part.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Deals to punt and try to pick up some yards. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Unloads quickly. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Defense might bring the house here. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the right. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and it's hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain. Now they're forced to punt. And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Benson. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. One of the benefits of conference expansion gives us new rivalries, and maybe we see one of the better ones budding between Oregon and Ohio State. Ducks got the better of it in the regular season and then took an absolute beating in the Rose Bowl.
They sure did. Ohio State looked angry in the Rose Bowl, remembering what had happened at Autzen Stadium early on in the year. So for Oregon now, it's your turn to get a little bit of payback. Oregon's recruited extremely well. They've got playmakers on both sides of the ball, but you've got to show up to stop this Ohio State defending national champion team here, Dave.
Yeah, and Oregon, don't forget, they were the best team all year long in the regular season. So, this team was so good, they had a bad day. It was a bad day to have a bad day, but now you get to come out, exact some revenge, take it to Ohio State and show them that was a one-time thing. We're still running the Big Ten.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get this drive started from the 29. To the air, it's Sayin. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Oh, it's out. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
From the gun, running back on the move. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in, it's Tate. At the 20, he's got space. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. The give on the inside. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And the quarterback knew that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
He's got the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
That is no good.
are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Leaves it with the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
They finally get it stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Ducks have changed their look completely in the backfield with Kai Hughes, Isaiah World highlighting a transfer class. It really ought to transform this team into a potent force on the ground. Is that what was... Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He'll work his way down to the 28. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Moore will throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
And it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Shoots it to the left. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for them.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Throws to the back. That's caught. It's ball. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost the second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. To the air. It's Sayin. Takes a hit as he fired. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They booted away on fourth down. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the toss. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Benson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. So now it's 2nd and long.
Let's go.
Moore will throw. He uncorks one deep. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over UMass. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
On the run, it's Ball. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Moore to the air. Immediately fires to the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Moore will throw. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Whittington. Turning it on. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking left. A strike downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gun of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the...
There he goes. He's inside the 40. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Rushes on him. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw. It's Sayed. Using the quick game. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Moore to the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab. It's Moore.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. It's caught. It's a seam wide open. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Fakes the grab, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolute shame. Missed him. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead.
And man, this kicker is now 0 for 3 in this game, guys. 9 points. He's cost his own team. You got to wonder what his confidence is like right now.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Going to the running game. He breaks a tackle. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Moore will throw. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unleashes one. Got his man on the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Every once in a while, you have a dude roll out in the scarlet and gray, and they have a day. Terry Glenn, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Santonio Holmes. This guy might be matching up with him by the end of the day.
Well, the sad thing is I could also name 5 other guys off the top of my head who are superstars, too. They always find those guys out wide that are big, fast, create separation. They find them, and they make big plays, and he's doing it here today.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grab behind the line. It's Tate.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
The kick is on its way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First play of the drive comes from the 22. RPO complete to open the drive. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Moore to the air. With the catch, it's Whittington. Oh, he's got a chance. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? The play action fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to pass, it's Sayin. That's caught, it's Smith. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Man, this is really good complementary football so far. Like, you're down in the 4th quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on first down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls it and fires to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Peoples. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
fires to the big fella. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Complete downfield. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Looking to pass, it's Sayin. Stands in and takes the hit. Touchdown, Ohio State. They move on top here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
They'll line up to go for two. They'll go to the air. Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the two, and the lead stays at 5. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. To the air on first down. Wide open downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Sees him in open space. An opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Moore will throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And what a play by the defense, right? You got the lead, but your backs are up against the wall down in your own red zone. Someone's got to be able to step up and make a play. And he delivers in the end zone, getting the INT, preserving his team's lead here late.
Reads it, fires complete. There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 4 over Colorado State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Moore to the air. Oh, they're after him. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Got his man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This quarterback has been really good today. He's been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Pulls it in. It's Moore. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Zings it complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
Here we go.
They want to throw it. Trying to barrel in. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and give me the rock back.
One of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Buckeyes hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. Fires to the tight end. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've